Here's a 560, a real nice one. There again, the battery lid's missing, but it's got a new battery in. I bet it started up. 3067 SYCC, so I'm guessing this tractor's 1961 or a late 1960 model, one of the two. Nice new tire on the back, or very, like the tire's older, but it's in new condition. Fenders, this one's dinged a bit, the other one's fairly straight. Seat swung out of the way. It's got a single remote on the back. 7,245.7 hours. It needs the, this one's got the belt pulley on it. It's missing the tin at the front, and the tin on these are always buggered, and I don't know why. This tire looks just about as good as the other one. I don't think it's quite, but it's pretty good too. So here's a 560 for you, and like I explained, although the grill is the same, it's sitting 2 inches lower, and the radiator is also the same as the 660. Disc type front wheels as opposed to the clamp-ons. And wheels, of course, are 30-inch wheels as a rule, and they're just got a hub on them, so that's the difference. That's the easiest way to tell the difference between a 560 and a 660. It's got a small pulley on, which is good because these rotate like crazy. So there's a very nice 560. This is a very decent tractor. Here's a 660. See, the side panels are in the bucket. I don't think my camera's recording properly. You'd tell a 660 with the front end is raised a bit. The grill, this grill is identical to the 560. It's just the grill and radiator are raised 2 inches, and the radiator is 2. This one's got power steering, and the 560 has disc wheels, and there's 750 18s either way, but the 660 has clamp-on wheels and the 560 has disc wheels. This one's got a brand new tire on the right side, or on the left side. It's a wide fender one, it's a later one. 6248 is the serial number. I'm guessing it's a 62, but it could be a 63. Very nice tire on this side. This fender's nice and straight. Shows 1131 on the hour meter. It's got dual remotes. This tire needs attention. It holds the air and that's it. Somebody put a relay on probably for the glow plugs, which is actually a good idea. You can see it's, I think it's slobbering a little bit, the engine, which is normal. These are cold-blooded. But all in all, this is not a bad 660 at all. Here's an 806. Somebody put a pre-cleaner on it. They normally don't have that. 533, she's early. This is number 33. They did some modification to the steering. You see, they put this on. I'm not saying this is a bad deal. We put the steering cylinder on there and hooked it directly. Originally, the cylinder for these bolt up to here, and they run a pivot arm that goes in there. That pivot arm wears, and these things flop all over. These front wheels flop all over the place going down the road. So that modification may not be such a bad thing. Like you can tell it's early because the grill screen is coarse and these don't have the shock mount headlights like the later ones do. 750/20 front, which is very typical on an early 806. 18.4 rears, which is also typical. There again, these tires are tired. They'll hold there, they're not checked, but they got no grip on them anymore. This is missing the fender boxes that go in between here, which they should have. Somebody there again, somebody's made something here. This doesn't have the platform extensions. The early ones sometimes don't. And what they did there, they cut something out of there. It's got single height remote on it, and plus they put a Grecian valve on to make dual. I miss the platform extensions. That makes a big difference getting on and off of these. $59.52 hours. I'll just see if it starts for the heck of it. These are one of the best tractors International ever built as far as I'm concerned. Look how nice that is. Just listen to it. That thing just runs beautifully. The tack works too on it. Yeah, this is a good tractor. It does need TLC. See, they put an extension on the hydraulic lever too. These are what the original levers are on these 806s, and they ain't worth a shit, so they made longer ones than the 65s and up. This is the original seat on it. These have the fiberglass back on them. They did something to that drawbar, I don't know what, but came up with their own thing. This tire's better, it's holding there, but it's cracked. But yeah, here's an 806 for you, and here they got heat shielding and stuff under the manifold on these and around them, and the later ones don't have that. This one's an early one with a generator, but it's got the Russo master pump. So there's an 806 for you. We did all those 40/20s, now we got a real tractor. Sorry, John Deere guys, I like these better than your 40/20s, I do. But I'm biased too. Here's an 856. This is a real nice one too. A real nice 856. Look at the rubber's brand new around all the way around. It's got 18.4 R38s on the back. This is the International 856, which is typical. There's very few farmhauls came here actually. You can tell by the axle, and then of course the headlights in the grill. And the serial tag is I-856.F856. This is a nice tractor, well taken care of. You can see this is well taken care of. It's got a cozy cab on it. Somebody added that. This one when I had fenders and platform originally, or the IH cab. I'll check inside. When I check inside, I'd know. They cut the drawbar out to take a bigger pin. But by the look of it, but still, like the drawbar is in nice shape. It's got single 18.438s on it. Just a nice tractor. That's why they only put one battery on the cab. Wouldn't let them put two 6-volts in. No, I can tell by the. I can tell that this tractor has not had a cab on. This is added to it. It had fenders originally because they had wiring that came out to the side. Or maybe Maybe it did have a different cab. You see, this is the damage done on this is strictly from a cab. But I don't think it had the Apple box cab. 7298, the handle broke off the tack. This is a nice tractor, a real nice 856. These are a rare tractor, actually. They mainly were farmhauls. Here's an 856. It's got an Allied loader on it. This looks like a real brand new front tire, 1016 on it. Radiator's missing on it. Don't know why. It's got these Apple box cabs on it. Starter's gone. It's being sold as a parts tractor, but I wouldn't be surprised if you could revive it. Depends what's wrong with it. Shows 6,758 hours on it. It's not that bad for straight. It's straighter than the John Deere 4640 was. What are these 23 130 tires on the rears? It's got a swinging drawbar in the top. The top hole doesn't look like it's done that much work, actually. Don't know why the drawbar is so rusty though. Dual remotes. The tires are pretty fair, like these will run a while. Looks like dirt was piled up against it or something. Don't know if it's seized up or not, but it's an 856 for somebody anyways. Here's a 1066 or a 9. I think this is 1066. Yeah, it is. It's got the diamond cab on it. This is a nice straight tractor. It's got easy unloader on the front, which is about the best you can get. It's got 18.438 rears. Really nice tires on it. Like these have lots of life in them. This one's a Hydro 1066. 6,923 hours is what it shows. So this is a Hydro 1066. These are not overly common. Most of them these are gear drive. In fact, I think only 70. I think you could only get a Hydro before they upped the RPM to 2600. When they did that, then they made the Hydro 100. His serial number is 8994. So this, I think, is a 71. It's got the diamond cab on it. The drawbar hasn't done, the drawbar hole isn't stretched, so somebody looked after it good. And you see, our 1066 is the same way. They put a filler right here where it should have been. The tires, they're mismatched, but they're both very nice. They're like this tire is like new. You can see this tractor's well looked after. This tractor, I don't think you need restoration. All you need to do is color back it and it would look like new. It's a good, this is a nice original 1066 with a loader and a grapple. Here's a Hydro 100. It looks like a real nice one. It's got new steers on the front. 9400 is the serial number exactly. Look how nice, and I don't think this has ever been repainted. This cab is not air conditioned, I don't think. Tires definitely need attention. Well, I wouldn't say need attention, they'll run a long time, but they're down. The headliner's gone, but the rest of the interior, other than Well, this side's bad from getting in and out, but the format's nice. 7,090.9 hours. This cab is not air conditioned. They put a little longer lever for some reason on this. This is a nice clean tractor. It's obviously never been repaired, so I bet you it's been inside since brand new. It's got the 18438 duals on it. It's got the drawbar and dual remotes, which is pretty standard for tractors that come here. The tires will run, they're getting cracked and down, but they'll run. Of course, the fronts are brand new. This is a very nice Hydro 100, one of the best Hydro 100 you'll find anywhere. Here's a Hydro 186 with an allied loader on it. I think this has been kept inside, like the grill is damaged a little bit, but it's a loader tractor. Loader tractors, you don't keep things as immaculate as a field tractor, you just don't. But I don't think this has ever sat outside much either. The paint is pretty good in it. It's got 18438 rears, probably about 50%, I guess. This one's got the burgundy interior, so it must be a newer tractor. There again, the interior's not as good as the 186 was, where the 14, I mean, was, but this one shows 1,876.2 hours is all it shows. Don't know if that's correct or not, but it's definitely a newer Hydro 186, like this is either an 80 or an 81, I think. But still, the doors are not eaten out, they work perfect. I would doubt if these are anything but the original tires. If this one they got quadruple remotes on. I thought you could only put 3 on here, but they managed to put 4 on dual PTOs. So there's a real nice Hydro 186 for somebody. Here's a hydrostatic, a Hydro 186. Good front steers on it, 4 ribs, so they're updated. This is rough. I think it looks to me like it had a quick attach loader, and 2350 loaders are a bit narrow. And I could see how that they could get dinged there. Other than that, it looks pretty good actually. The door's been buggered, like this is typical for these doors to be eaten out like that. This has been buggered up in other ways. I'd replace this door if it was my tractor. This one's a later tractor. It's got the dimmer switch. 4,773.5 hours. Cab is really nice in it. The interior is nice. The headliner probably should be changed. The rest, the cab for the most part is really nice. Samson tires, 18438, and this has long enough axles that you could put duals on it. This one's got a 3-point hitch, dual remotes. This tire here isn't wonderful. It'll hold the tractor for a little bit, but it will need attention at some point. This wheel's set out further. Yeah, they got it a lot further, but it would take duals. So there's a nice Hydro 186 for somebody. Here's a 2+2, a 3588. I'm sure I seen this tractor before. It's got the small rubber 18434s. They're brand new on it. But this is why I'm convinced that, yeah, Southwest Pro Ag, Swift Current, Saskatchewan. But look at this. This one's got the dual hub on this wheel, and the dual, and that's why everything's spaced out so much, is because this left or this right front tire, they use the dual hub in the wheel, and the other three use the regular hubs. These should have 18434 duals on it. Singles aren't enough for this for a tractor like this. It's got the Western interior in it. Can't hardly read it. 5471 I think is the hours. Who knows if that's correct. Looks like it's got triple hydraulics on it. Shifting looks like, well, shifting's been buggered on it a bit, there's no doubt. They're the same shifting as an 86 series. Well, that back end of these is an 86 series actually, and the 466 and need a four-wheel drive out of it. Got triple remotes. They went to Pioneer, they took off the IH remotes. They did something to the drawbar. It should have a roller on it. This is added and it's loose. But it's got new skid rubber on it all the way around. All four tires are brand new. So there's a 3588 for somebody. Here's a 5288. It's been sitting out for a bit. It's got big tires, 14L 16 ones on the front. On the back, 20.8 R38s, and it's got dual hubs for it. It needs it. Like the hubs are way, like the axles are bigger on these than the others because these are more tractor. Somebody put a Case IH seat in it. 6438.76. Like the hood's actually straight, just where the air comes through is a little bit rough, but this has the Western interior in it, I think. And it's not even all that bad. There should be pouches here and there gone though. Pirelli tires, 20.8 R38. Another set of them for dual, so near there again it's got a drawbar on the back. These have a very heavy duty drawbar on it. Triple remotes. The drawbar, you can see it's egged a bit, so it had a small pin in it. The tires are in good shape. I believe the duals come with it, but they might sell separate. Yeah, this is not a bad tractor. Let's see, 5383. Boy, it's nasty towards the end. It's probably an 85. These started at 501. The 86 series is 8601. These started at 501 once again. So there's a 5288 for you. Here's a 5288. It's got big front steers on it, 14L 16s. The rears, the inside look decent, but the outsides are down. Pirelli's 20.8, I think. They changed the seat. It's got a Case IH seat. The interior is actually fairly decent in this tractor. It had a Western interior. 44.3 hours. Looks nice. Like the interior is really good in it. Got 20.8 38 duals, radials. Drawbar, like these have a heavy drawbar on them. 1000 RPM PTO, triple remotes. Yeah, inside tires are good. The outside ones not quite as good, but hey, for duals they're plenty good enough. The rubber is all good on this. 5383 is the serial number. This could be an 85. This could be one of the last ones. So there's a 5288 for you.